my special guest on Hello Darlink will be Samantha Sepulveda, New York police officer, top model and published author. Samantha is fighting to protect the citizens of New York and traveling the world as a top model and best-selling author. With over 100,000 followers on Instagram, I have to ask, who is the sexiest couple alive? Hello, darling? Who is it? A cop. Send her in.
Did someone call the police? Hi, Barbara, how are you?
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What brings you to Australia?
Well, I'm actually here for the 2016 Soulful Awards. I was nominated and actually was lucky enough to win yesterday at the awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You were crowned the...
Most Inspirational Woman of 2016.
So we go now to find out why you're the most inspirational woman. How does it feel?
A true honor, a blessing, extremely grateful and humbled actually by the whole experience.
Beautiful. Now please tell our viewers a little bit about your background. Tell us about Samantha. Why Samantha?
Yes, so I grew up, I was born in Dominican Republic and moved to the United States at the tender age of 5. Once I was there, my parents split, so my mom, a wonderful, strong woman, was raising my sister and myself. Very, very lucky, got a full scholarship to college.
Yes.
And that was some of the best years of my life.
And then you graduated?
So I did. I graduated with a bachelor's in management, graduated cum laude. Mm-hmm. So education was always a big part of my life, right? Mm-hmm. That's something that no one can take the knowledge away from me, ever, mm-hmm. right? That's something that I always possess. And after that, I really was into business. I went into Hofstra University where they're holding the presidential debates, and I got an MBA in finance.
So having MBA in finance, what motivated you and how did you decide, why did you decide to go in law enforcement?
That's so funny, that's a good question because it's so different from working in the hustle and bustle of the stock market and down in New York City. But
you're not in for the money.
I'm not. It is not the money and it sure isn't the security. Mm-hmm. You know what, Barbara, to be honest, I think it was the aspect of protecting, mm-hmm. because to be able to protect other people and change their life in some way, that's something that has always driven me. It's like this inner fire that mm-hmm. I've always had to, one, protect my mother and my sister, even though I'm the youngest, mm-hmm. and then to be able to protect my family when they have nothing else to provide for me in return. Because there's a quote that they once said, when you are truly fulfilled is when you can do something for someone that cannot do anything back for you.
From police officer in New York to the international model. Tell me this jump.
I think
How did it happen?
Literally, I think it's like someone's like, you want to be an astronaut? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that too.
Yes.
I actually was a cop before I became a model. Mm-hmm. And someone rang me up one day and they said, hey, Sam, do you want to be in this fashion show? I was actually on holiday in Belize, eating everything I could see in sight, so I wasn't watching my weight.
Show, yes.
And I landed 2 days later. I was in a fashion show in New York City, a lingerie fashion show, which I have never really done. Mm-hmm. And it kind of took off from there. I've just been extremely fortunate.
So just to tell our viewers, you're still working as a cop in New York?
Yes, a
And you're still working as a model?
Absolutely.
And you're writing a book, you're an author?
Yes.
Which we will talk in part 2 about, because it's to be released next year.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. And what do you do? Tell us about working in a male-dominated industry as a woman in such a... such a woman.
Oh, I thank you for that.
Yes, darling.
You know what's funny? People will say, oh, you're so lucky and you're pretty and all that. And I'm going 3 strikes before I even start.
Yes.
I'm a female. Mm-hmm. I'm Hispanic. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't know how it is here in America. Minorities and all that, we have some issues with it. And I am not atrocious to look at. So all these things that you think...
I would agree.
Well, here's what thank you. All these things that you think would help are absolutely strikes against me. It's not easy to go to work and constantly think, how can I look more like a man? How can I be butchier and tougher.
Yeah.
Because your partner doesn't want to see someone else hitting on you. It's not the same as in a male role, right?
Correct.
You see movies, good-looking male cops, girls like, he's so cute, I want him to give me a ticket. It's kind of the reverse for women because it's not something that you want to see.
Samantha, you have said that your fitness means life or death. Tell us about your fitness
Yeah,
routine.
absolutely. So some people might work out to look really good in a bikini and post it on Instagram, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I kind of have a bigger reason as to why I have to. I'm a petite woman. I work around a lot of big, strong men. So I don't have a choice but to stay fit because the bad guy doesn't take a day off from the gym. And he doesn't care how smart I am or how cute I am or how many followers I have. He's gonna take my gun away from me and he's gonna use it on me. So I don't have a choice but to stay fit so I can stay alive and be healthy, because that's good too.
Any stories about people being arrested by you and not expecting a cop looking like you?
Thank you. I mean, by the way, I come to work and my hair's in a bun. I don't have any earrings on. I barely even put chapstick on just to make sure that.
Not the shoes.
Yeah,
I love your
these
shoes.
bad boys. I wear these like Terminator boots, so they're not very good looking. But there was a story once. We get a phone call from a woman, very, very, very excited, very upset, and she's going, "Please, you have to come here. My boyfriend just beat me up." All right, so we're a little excited. We get to the apartment building. We get to her door. She's about 6 months pregnant. She has an absolutely bloody face, bruising, cuts, and there's glass shattered all over her apartment. So I go, "What's going on? Where do you go? What happened?" She tells us a little bit. She goes, "I think he went down the hallway." My partner and I was about 6'4", much bigger than me. We start going down the hallway, and I'm like, "Get out of my way, I got this." And I start going first. So I hear something in the hallway, but it's down, completely dark. It's closed off because they're doing construction. And we call it like a sixth sense, where the back of the hairs on your neck stand up, and that's when we know something's up. So we both draw our guns out, and now we're walking slowly down the staircase. Now it's completely dark. Now we're thinking, we don't know what this guy is capable of. He just beat up the mother of his child. We don't know what's going on in his head, and he's probably intoxicated. So we hear some more shuffling, and now we get to the bottom of the staircase. So now this guy's cornered. What do you do when you're cornered, right? Fight or flight type of thing. You have to fight. So I'm going, all right, we're about to rumble. These nails are gonna break. It's on. So he's going, "F you, you stupid pigs. I'm gonna murder each and every one of you. Don't get near me. Watch what's gonna happen." I'm going, "Oh, it is on, baby. Today's gonna be a good one." So he's going on, and now we get a little bit closer. I look at my partner. I like this, actually. I look at my partner. He looks back at me. We both nod in agreement, and now we're ready to put our hands on this guy. So we grab him by both arms. He's shuffling away. We don't know if he has a gun, a knife, anything that's gonna hurt us, but we don't have a choice. We gotta take this guy down. So he starts shuffling away. He goes, "Don't effing touch me, you motherfuckers." And he's screaming, and any expletive that you could think of, this guy's screaming it, right? So I'm going, in my head, I'm going, number one, I gotta wash his mouth with soap. Number two, I gotta put some handcuffs on him. So now we put the handcuffs on, and he's upset, and he's still kind of shaking around. He slowly picks his head up. Once we start walking up the stairs, there's more light. He looks over, he goes, "Holy shit! You're the best looking cop I've ever seen. God damn, you're hot, girl. What's up?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "Damn, mommy, I'm saying, can I go on a date with you?" So the whole time we're doing the processing the arrest, he keeps going, "I'm saying, Mom, when I'm out this jail cell, can I take you on a date or something?" And I'm going, this guy has lost his mind. But luckily, because of that, he was able to comply the whole time we were doing the arrest. So kind of weird, but it helps.
Amazing. Samantha, are you afraid? Are you scared? What do you do when you're scared? Are you scared sometimes?
Am I human? Yes. Right? I have feelings just like everyone else. I have a family that I want to go home to at night. When any cop, any nurse, any doctor, any fireman, they'll tell you we work around the clock all throughout the year. So when it's Christmas Day and I want to be at home with my family opening gifts, I'm out on the streets protecting yours. And that's okay. So do I get nervous about that aspect? Absolutely. Am I scared? I'm going to be honest. Maybe it's a crazy gene that every law enforcement officer holds, but I'm not really. I know what happens every single day I put that bulletproof vest on. I know that. That's what I signed up for. And I'm not afraid to risk my life for someone else's.
If you had a magic wand, what would you wish for?
That's a good one. Besides Nutella crepes, I would say, and not to be cliche about this, but I'm really obsessed with butterflies. I'm very much into the transformation and the metamorphosis that they go through. And I honestly would have to say that I just wish everyone could see how beautiful they are, truly, inside. A butterfly has no idea how beautiful it is, how stunning his wings are. And if somebody, anyone, just looks in the mirror and just could actually see what it is that others see and how beautiful and wonderful they are on the inside as they are on the outside, I think the world would be a better place overall.
You became the ambassador for the Kiss Violence Against Women
Yes.
Goodbye campaign.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. And you are kissing violence against women goodbye today on camera. Thank you, Samantha.
Of course.
Joining a list of celebrities here in Australia.
Thank you.
What's your message? And can you put your beautiful lips
Yes.
to this mission?
Yeah,
Yes?
absolutely.
What's your message to
So, my message for kissing domestic violence against women, or violence against women goodbye, I pledge to continue to inspire and empower women to prevent the low self-esteem and the allowance of verbal and physical abuse.
Thank you, Samantha.
Kiss it.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Thank you for being on Hello Darling show. We wish you all the success. We will follow you on your 100,000 plus. Follow us on Instagram, and we're looking forward to hear about your book in our part 2.
Thank you,
and
darling.
enjoy the rest time in Australia.
Thank
you.
you. Oh, sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.